So Jake Connor, the now much travelled Jake Connor, about to get this one underway. Rovers are lined up, ready to make the catch. You expect Rovers, with the side that they've named, will want to try and make this a forwards battle and get on top. Certainly, on paper, Leeds will have the pace in the outside backs. So Connor strikes it high. Artemorg makes the catch, and Warea-Hargreaves with the first carry of the game. Tries to race towards the touchline, and Rovers quickly get it into the hands of Artemorg, whose head was rocked back. It's a penalty for a high shot, and Artemorg may need to have a head test here. The thumbs up has gone to the touchline, so thankfully he looks as though he's okay. Oh, I'll tell you what, that shoulder did not miss from Jack Sinfield. I think he'll go for 10 here. Kendall and Liam Rush have viewed this. Yep, contact to the head. It's a yellow. Minchella, will he shift it? He does. May to Lewis. Lewis, good hands to Hiku. Hiku dummies and goes. He's got Lewis with him. Lewis will go for the line. Lewis taken down. A quick play the ball, and Rovers will surely have the numbers here. It just needs to shift play through the hands. It's with Gildart to Broadbent. Broadbent gets the opener for Rovers. Leeds 11 men out on the field. Rovers capitalise on that, and Jack Broadbent has the opening try and a 4-0 lead for Willie Peters' men. That try on around 9 minutes of play. Initially it was great work from Peta Hiku, wasn't it? He stretched Leeds, give the show and go. And now there's another Leeds man down in back play. Could be Ryan Hall receiving treatment. But from that quick play the ball of Mikey Lewis, Rovers shifted it to left edge. Morg found Gildart, and he gave Broadbent the simple task of dotting down a metre or so in from touch. He's lifted and dumped by Jez Litten's tackle. Nothing wrong with it. The Leeds fans weren't happy. But that decision of the penalty has lifted the Leeds fans. O'Connor just tries to catch Rovers defenders now being lazy, but he's taken to the floor 15 metres out. Palacia spreads it to Sinfield. Around the back it goes to Miller. He steps away from Lewis. He fires it long. Oh, and they've created space here. And they've gone in. Ash Handley, the scorer. And it was the change of direction in attack which created that opportunity. And the Jake Connor kick was good. Peta Hiku tried to get back, couldn't do so. The Rhinos have levelled it up at 4 points apiece. So you could sense that Leeds felt they could get something when Kalepi Tanganoa conceded that penalty and duped Tom Holroyd. And the Rhinos are edging up towards that danger zone of the Robins. Miller will link to Connor. Connor brings in the runner. Rovers only just do enough there because it was almost a tackle bust. 12 metres between Rovers and Leeds scoring their second as Connor goes for a line and Rovers go high. Jez Litten, the guilty party. It was just over the shoulder, wasn't it? Nothing more, nothing less. Away again. It was always going to be a tough challenge. You know, Rovers have had 2 derbies and Wigan, which will have taken some juice out of them. Miller's penalty puts the Rhinos into the lead 6-4. Lewis goes himself. We know he's strong. He's lifted and dumped unfairly. High shot, in fact, says Chris Kendall, and I think Rovers would be daft not to take the 2 here. It looks as though this could well be a tight game in the final outcome. Yeah, they went definitely high and around the neck of Mikey Lewis, and Rovers have made the call that Artem Org will kick for goal 5 minutes from the interval. The noise of the Leeds fans won't be bothering the Frenchman here. No problems, the flags are raised, and 4.5 minutes to the interval. The scores are locked at 6 apiece. With Gannon here, he doesn't look in the best of health, but it looks as though he is going to stay out there. Leeds push it wide. Whitbread's trying to get across. They fed the wingman, it's Lum. He's got Handley, back to Lum. Lum for the corner, and Leeds take the lead. They create a gap on the left edge. Rovers didn't have the pace to get back. A 1-2 between centre and wingman. And Riley Lum dives in. 6.5 minutes gone in the second half. Rovers trailed 10-6. It was the push pass which caught Rovers shy on numbers. The 1-2, and Lum dives in, and Rovers have their backs to the wall now. Well, we said the first try of the second half could be an important one, and it's gone the way of Leeds. What I'd like to see more from of Rovers is when they get decent field position, is Mikey Lewis running at this Leeds defence. So Rovers trail. Will it be by 4 or by 6 come the end of this conversion attempt? Still a good half an hour of this game to go, so nobody's panicking at this stage, but that try will lift the Leeds crowd. They'll start to try and get on the back of Mr. Kendall to earn their side some decisions. Miller a yard in from touch. Oh, he's got that one. 12-6, the Rhinos lead. O'Connor to this O'Neill, puts great footwork on. Jesse Minchella stop his momentum. And the penalty goes the Rhinos' way. And it's going to be looked at, and it's a kickable 2 points, this. Was it a shoulder from Jesse Sue? Is it contact with a head? If it is, Well, we know what will happen. This is nervous moments for Rovers with 22 to go. Lissoni is laid flat out. And Jesse Sue is being scrutinised by the video ref, Liam Rush. They'll certainly take the Possack goal. 35 out, just to the left of centre. The zone is being checked over. It looks as though he's okay. Whether protocol will demand he leaves the field. Yeah, he has to. So he put great footwork on to beat Warea-Hargreaves. Minchella was around the back. He gets around him and there's mitigation. But it will be yellow, I feel. And I think Jesse Sue's going to have to spend the next 10 minutes in the bin here. Jesse Sue is being called across with his skipper Elliot Minchella. Was the fact that he was already going to the ground going to save Jesse Sue here? Having sent Sinfield to the bin after just 4 minutes, I think Rovers would be fortunate to get away with this. And they don't. Jesse Sue. Wow, it's a red card. Rovers will play the final 22 minutes with 12 men. The game's gone soft. Lissoni, look where he is. He's almost on the floor. I'm not sure what Jesse Sue could have done there. Yellow, yes. Red, no. No, nothing doing, say the officials. Hiku trying to go up the middle of the field. And you have to credit this Rovers side for how they've played. Bill Leyland is out there. His head is rocked back in the tackle. Wants to get to his feet quickly and play it. Wasn't allowed to do so. Is that a 40-20 attempt? It does bounce into touch. Has he got it? Lewis thinks he's got it. It was close. We may go upstairs just to check. What a kick that was from Mikey Lewis. Oh, you can't get better than that. That's a 40-20 every day of the week. The officials agree. And Jack Brown is on, so Rovers do have fresh legs with Brown and Leyland. Will that give them the energy to get over that try line once again? They've scored 3, they need another. Leyland to May. Here's Lewis now. Lewis goes short hands. Rovers try to push the noses through gaps. But there's an energy to Rovers now. Moore pops it up. Brown again into the 3-man collision. Leeds take him to the floor, just to the left of the uprights. Leyland goes to the skinny side. Lewis floats one over the top to Broadbent. He comes away from the touchline. Needed to do so. Slowly to his feet. Lewis will hang one up again. There's pressure on the Leeds defenders. They've caught it. They've diffused it. Did he jump from the field of play? Looks as though he did. Rovers will get the ball back here. think Rovers may have as I don't know if it was a captain's challenge or whether Kendall has just asked it to be checked. He had 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Big call this. One of his feet is outside, is in the field of play. I'm not 100% on the ruling, in fairness, but surely both have to be behind, otherwise you're still classed as being in the field of play. Big captain's challenge this. The fact that they're running it on may indicate that Rovers may get a decision here. Unsuccessful, that's a huge call. And again, the kick of Lewis almost pays dividends. Rovers have 10 minutes. They are 4 behind. We may have 12 men, and don't think Kalepi will be back out as Quick Hands finds Batchelor. Was there a man taken down in back play? There was. Penalty, and it will be looked at as well. If there's any sort of contact to the head, we may be levelled up at 12 men apiece. Arthur Morg again is the man who's been hit late. Well, he turned his shoulder in, the Leeds man. Made some Morg. Well, he caught the shoulder, didn't he? Ash Handley's being looked at on the screen. If he's sin-binned, we'll be level on numbers for the remainder of the match. So Liam Rush is having another look. Oh, there's head contact. There's definitely head contact. I think that may be Ash Handley's evening over. 8.5 minutes remain. Another big call for the officials. He is the lead skipper, of course, so no one's gone across with him. And what's the decision? Red card. Red card. And I think both have been harsh. On hands and knees, he gets to his feet and plays it. May needs a runner, needs an option. It's with Morg, it's with Hiku. Hiku to Batchelor. Batchelor scores in the corner. James Batchelor with the grounding. The ref wants to have a look via the video referee for some reason. He sent it upstairs as a try. Rovers are level. If Liam Rush says this is a try, he's no wingman by any stretch of the imagination. James Batchelor, but he's got that down. Did a knee then go into his back? Is that what they're looking at? What a crazy game this has been. It's going to be a quick decision which surely favours the Robins. We are level at 14 apiece, and with just over 7 remaining, Arthur Morg has an opportunity to put Rovers back in front. Lewis feeds Whitbread. Whitbread pushed back a metre or so by Leeds. Rovers stack up over on that side. Good ball out wide to Broadbent. Broadbent pushes it back inside. Mikey Lewis! Mikey Lewis is going to race in for Rovers! Underneath the uprights! The man of steel may have stole this game away from the Leeds Rhinos. The Rovers fans are going absolutely berserk over to our left. Unbelievable game. Still 5 minutes to go, but the momentum, the pendulum, has gone the way of the Robins with an 18-14 lead. Mikey Lewis. What are they looking at? Captain's challenge from Leeds. Are they trying to say someone was taken out off the ball? There didn't look to be much wrong with it, but if Leeds feel they have a grievance, they have no option but to challenge it. Is there a Leeds man taken out? I think that's what they're trying to say. Broadbent did superbly well, and Mikey Lewis, once he got that ball, no one was going to catch him. Oh, did Ollie Gildart block someone off? I think that's what they may be looking at. If anything, the Rovers man was pushed over. This will give us a better view. It was Lewis who fired it wide. There's a collision between Gildart and James McDonnell. They're going to have many a look at this, you feel. Gildart is pushed to the floor by McDonnell. That may go against the Leeds Rhinos. Mikey Lewis, grounded, is being looked at. Is in the field of play. Magic Mikey, have you just got what could be a massive try? Challenge is unsuccessful. The try is given. 18-14, and Artemorg is bang in front. This isn't any old performance, this from Rovers. This is a performance of potential champions, a team that has showed grit, character, determination, and a willingness not to lose. What a ball out wide to Lewis. He got the pass back, and he had too much pace for the Leeds cover. Leeds will go short from the restart. Rovers will need to be aware of that. This is not over yet. But Morg can put Rovers 6 to the good, and he does. It's 20-14 to the Robins with 4 minutes remaining. This game has had everything. Yellow cards, red cards. Willie Peters and Danny Ward, they were celebrating as Mikey Lewis raced down that touchline. Space to Callum Watkins. He's immediately fed it out wide. They've pushed it inside. Rovers have it. And he's given a penalty, has he? He has, but the clock is still ticking away. That works in Rovers' favour. It's been stopped with 14 seconds remaining. Leeds will get perhaps one final tilt at the Rovers try line. Back underway. Connor pushes it wide. Batchelor fended off. Rovers just needs to wrap up man and ball. That will be enough. What a victory that is. What a victory that is. That is some performance from Willie Peters' men. At 14-6 down, nobody would have put money on Hull Kingston Rovers. Yes, the sending off of Ash Handley was a big moment. But tries from Batchelor and Lewis. And another conversion from Morgan was very unlucky with the boot. Has sent the Leeds Rhinos fans home in disbelief. Rovers march on. They are top of the table and they head to the Magic Weekend with another victory. They defeat the Leeds Rhinos by 20 points to 14.